New problem.
Okay.
A neutral pi meson. Mesons we'll learn about. Well, it's actually we're supposed to learn about it the last lecture, so we may or may not. Are measured in the laboratory with a lifetime of delta t laboratory is equal to 1.40 times 10 to the minus 16 seconds. And delta t rest is equal to 0.840 times 10 to the minus 16 seconds was the velocity relative to the laboratory. Okay, so talk me through your thought process here.
Relative to the laboratory, we have one particle that is measured in the laboratory, and then we have another one that's at rest relative to the observer.
So when the observer is at rest relative to the pi meson, they measure. So that person in the laboratory measures 0.84 times 10 to the minus 16 seconds, where a person in the laboratory that's measuring another one measures this for its lifetime. So they're both being measured actually in the laboratory. But this one here is at rest and this one is apparently not.
And the one at rest would be better, or like the proper time.
Yeah, not better, but it's the proper time. So the one where it's at rest, remember that was our definition for the proper time, is the time frame, or the time in the reference frame where the object is at rest. So we have delta t0 is equal to 0.840 times 10 to the minus 16 seconds. And then we just use our equation delta t is equal to gamma delta t0. And so we find gamma. What's gamma going to have to be?
Is that the one where it's like the square root of?
No, just from the equation written down. Oh yeah, it's not updating because the internet's not working.
Like the other time? Or?
Well, we just need to solve the equation for gamma.
Oh, so it's going to be the times divided by each other?
Which one's on top?
We'll have the not proper time on top and the proper time on the bottom.
Notice the times 10 to the minus 16 seconds are going to cancel out, and we're left with and there's a reasonable chance that it will actually do the math right on this one because it's simple enough. Hey, we've got internet back.
Nice.
Into math, it changed the number, but it didn't show me the answer. If you're not going to show me the answer.
What did you get?
I didn't put it in the calculator.
I have 2.4, but this...
It's 1.4, not 1.8.
Oh.
Yeah, so 1...
6.
So that's gamma. Now, it doesn't ask us for gamma. It asks us for the velocity. So how do I find the velocity?
I wish I had an equation sheet. I just keep looking. We don't have the length. Delta t equals lambda times the delta t proper time. That's not what we have. Okay, so it is that. I feel like yeah, that makes sense. I think that you're writing it differently than how the book does, which is fine, but it's confused me. Is this one?
That's exactly how I wrote it. Yeah, that's exactly what it says right here. So, assuming that I can do math in my head, which is always a rough assumption, we have the speed is 2.4 times 10, 2.40 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. Everything from here to here is just doing math in the longest way possible.
Yeah.
Right, since gamma was equal to 5/3.
You did it 3 divided by 5?
Well, gamma is 5/3.
Okay.
So that means 1 over gamma is 3 over 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 over gamma squared is 3 over 5 squared.
Okay. And then you minus.
And then common denominator. So 25 over 25 minus 9 over 25. 25 minus 9 is 16. Square root of 16 over 25 is 4/5.
Why did you do common
So I could do the math. I mean, in a calculator, your calculator does it for you, but or if you used a calculator, you would have just put it in here and had equals 2.40 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. But I didn't have a calculator handy. But I had a brain handy, so.
Yeah, that's good. Those are harder to find. Okay, cool. I understand.
All right, so you understand the problem?
Yes.
Let's go to another one then. Now that the website is back up. Or not the website's back up, but my internet.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, my internet just failed again. Okay,
cool.
well, yeah. So it's trying to reconnect the internet. We can't look up problem when we don't have internet.
Should we just stop the recording and then